Hey guys, we have came to our second part of our pole conditioning of the pole on the mat. So this part will be focused on your legs. If you checked out the first video, it had focus on the whole body except legs, but including glutes. Now this one will have focus just on your legs. So I'm sure the beginners have problems, issues struggling with leg lifting, straightening their legs. So this video will be all about that, how to straighten your leg, and I will add up squat and squat technique and a little bit of plyometrics, because I really suggest you include plyometric exercises into your warm-ups to develop explosiveness, to learn how to jump and how to land correctly. So if you do these kind of exercises regularly, trust me, your body will get used to it and you will learn to do it in the right way without hurting yourself or injuring yourself. So let's get started. Now, first exercise is going to be, we're going to sit here with our back straight. Now in this video you may need blocks and a resistance band. So we will start with the blocks. You can sit by the wall or by the pole. I like using blocks because when they fall, you hear. You put two blocks right where your back is to keep your back straight. Now here you have to sit on your bones. You have to feel that you're sitting on your bones so you can get that meat a little bit outside the way. So you're sitting on your bones and your back is straight. Now here. Now point your toes, because we are pole dancers and we want to point our toes. Of course, you can do this also with your flexed foot. It's also good. So, but this time I will show you pointing toes. Keep your back straight and try not to drop blocks, okay? Now we lift up one foot. Keep your knees straight and your quad engaged. 2. And breathe. As you can see, I'm here, it's like I'm keeping my core engaged as well, because this helps me keep my back straight. Now 2 more. And the second leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we take one block and bend one leg like this. I'll show you the other one first. So point our toe and put the block underneath your knee. Now the closer now you go to the foot, the harder it's going to be for you. So you can start with straight back. Now you engage, straighten your leg and you lift up from the block, put down, release. Engage, lift up, release. Now 3, 4, 5, 6. Now hold up, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, if you want this to feel harder, you just go closer to your leg and it's going to be much more difficult to lift up your leg. Now we switch the other one underneath your knee. Point your toe and straighten, engage your quads so your knees straight and lift. 1, release. 2, release. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now this one, 2 repetitions more than the other leg. That's okay. Now we lift up and we pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Now I suggest you to do this more sets. If you can try to do more repetitions than I just showed. This can really help you extend your leg and keep it straight. Now, we go further. Again, we take the blocks, put a little wall behind us, keep our back straight. Now we bend our knee, now we flex, and we try to extend and hold, release. Keep your back straight. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. The other one, bend your knee. Make sure you are on your bones, sitting with your back straight. Put your knee, pull it closer. Feet is flexed, you can point the other one. And 1. Relax and extend. 2. Keep breathing, hold that knee close. Try to extend properly, engaging your quad. Really strong, strong leg. 7, 8, 9, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Now put your blocks away. Now, bend your knees, straighten your back, engage your core. You're going to a boat pose, holding your back straight, and we extend and bend. Now try not to go here. If this is too hard, you keep your back straight and you work here with one toe on the floor, but keep your core engaged so you can feel you're working with your core as well, so you can progress in this exercise. So you can straighten here by one leg, or you can straighten both. Let's do 2 more. And of course you hold. If this is too difficult, you can always bend. 3, 2, 1. Release. Now, engage your quads. Your feet are flexed. Your toes come off your heels come off the floor. It's perfectly if it's happening like this. Your back is straight. And now we stretch. Exhale around your back. Inhale, stretch. Exhale around your back. Now, if you cannot touch your feet with your back straight, take a blanket, take a yoga belt or a resistance band, anything that can help you straighten your back. Back is straight, this is not straight, this is straight. Okay, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Keep those quads engaged. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale around your back, and now you stretch your back. Inhale and up. Now, the next exercise, lots of exercises for your legs. Now here you put your palms like facing inward like this, and you bend one foot. Lift up your butt, open up your shoulders. Shoulders are strong. Now your butt will not touch the floor. And we go 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now big circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now switch the other leg. Lift up your butt, shoulders strong, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now after this, you probably want to stretch your legs. And we go do that. We go into our lunge position, knees on the floor, and we stretch with the opposite hand. And we switch the other leg. Lunge position, stretch with the opposite. Now we can stretch our side. Breathe in, your back is straight, do not bend. And breathe out, stretch, look up. Inhale and switch. One more time. Inhale, exhale, stretch, and switch. And release. Now in the first video, we learned to do a proper down dog and plank. Now we use this knowledge. Your biceps is rotating, fingers wide open, shoulders strong, pelvis strong. Go into your plank position, exhale, go into your down dog position. Now we lift up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can rest in child's pose. Exhale, roll up. Now we go further. Again, shoulders strong. We go into our plank. From our plank, we go into our down dog. Now we lift the leg to the side. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders strong. You're pulling your shoulder blades together. You can bend the knee a little bit. Lift up the heel. And we switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go down. Now we stretch to one side, look up, go back, and to the other. Go back, breathe in, breathe out. Table position, engage. Plank position, engage, exhale, and down dog position. And we circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 5, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you understood why we took in the first video our plank and our dog. Plank and downward dog positions are the basic for pole dancers. This is really needed because you want to learn handstands, and you cannot start learn handstand if you do not know how to do your plank. Plank, in my opinion, is a really good measurement of your physical conditioning. If you can hold your plank, your inner muscles are working good enough to hold the position strong, because you have to engage everything. So this last exercise from down dog, when you had to rotate your leg, we had to warm up our hips and get ready for the next one for our legs. So now your hips should be warmer. Now we go into our lunge position. Your back is straight. And the easy version, you just step. The harder version, you go from a jump. You can pulse, pulse, pulse. You can go by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to get those joints ready. We put our shoulders underneath, our wrists underneath our shoulders, the hips are, knees are underneath our hips. We go into a plank position and we're going to jump into a squat position. Now here, if you can, you lower down your butt, but you do not do this with your back. Keep your back straight. If no, you keep it straight here. Your knees do not fall in. Now make sure your foot has an arch. If it doesn't have an arch, it means your knee goes in, and we do not want that. Work with your finger here. Now we go into a plank, jump up, plank, up, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. We stretch here. Now pull your knees wider by helping with your elbows. Keep your back straight. Your full foot is on the floor, and we breathe here. 2 more exercises for your hips, and then we're going to do a squat exercise with the resistance band. So you're now here in this position. You lift up a little bit, but keep your back straight. Full foot is on the floor, your glutes is engaged, core is engaged, legs are burning, and we pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, stretch, inhale, lift up, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can straighten your legs and breathe here. Stretch, back is straight, knees are straight. So you can do 1 more set of this exercise if you want. 1 more for your hips. Now this is going to be a tough one, but it's a really good one. So the same position as we were in before. Your back is straight, full foot on the floor. And now I'm working with my hip openers to keep the knee open. I'm not letting my knee fall in. So keep your hands in front of you so you can see that you're not creating any other movement than with your leg. So your leg, your knee doesn't have to touch the floor. You can work here. Little movements, but control them. And we do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend, stretch, relax. Now 2 more exercises, and after this one you can stretch, and then you can start your full workout. Now how to learn a proper squat. I usually try to teach my students to do it with a resistance band. There are many ways. I like this one the most. Now if you have a pole, this is really easy for you. You just tie up the resistance band to your pole. Now you have to walk a little bit away so you can start to feel the resistance. Here. You take your feet wider than your hips, maybe even a little bit wider than the shoulders. It depends how open are your hips. If your hips are not open enough, you just take your feet a little bit closer. Now remember always, your knee is going where your foot is pointing. So if your foot is pointing out, your knee will go out. You have to engage your glutes to secure your hips. Your hip secures your knee, and your ankle secures your knee. So now, I'm shifting weight and going into my squat here. Right now you will not feel anything, but when you come up, you have to engage your glutes. Now you shift weight a little bit forward. We go down, fight for open knees, exhale, extend. Now this will target your glutes a little bit more. Just push away the band. And 5, 4, 3, exhale when you're coming up. And the last one. Now, if you have a problem with your knees, you cannot control and they are facing a little bit in when you're doing your squat, you can try to take a resistance band as well, but this might be too hard for you. You have to take a weaker one, or you can take the mini resistance band and put it underneath your knees here. Now you do the same as we did here with engaging glutes, but now your focus will be on your knees and pulling your knees out. Now this band for me is really tough, so that's why I will show just 5 repetitions of this exercise because it's really hard. But try to take a weaker band so this exercise is not too hard for you, but still a bit challenging. So we go, and 5, engage your glutes. See, I'm fighting for my knees and not letting them fall in. 3, 2, 1. Last exercise is to develop better explosiveness. It means you have to work with your plyometrics. Plyometrics means jumping and landing. So now, because we did squats, we will try to add just this jump to your squat. Nothing changes. Your technique is just the same as we did, only when you go down here, your jump starts from this position, not when you're up and then you jump. You start your power from here, from deep in your hips. The lower you go, the greater jump you can create. You jump and you squat. Now you have to go in your squat as deep as you feel secure. So it means if you don't have open hips and your knees don't feel stable, you try to control your squat landing here in this position and do a smaller jump just for your own security. You can do a big jump, but you have to land big or a smaller jump. So when you land, you go into your hips to feel the amortization, because if you land with your straight legs, you're going to hurt your knees, you're going to hurt your back, maybe you're going to hurt even your ankles. So when you land, you have to feel that you go deep, and you have to feel it soft, almost with no sound. So I hope you enjoyed this workout. If you put it together with the first part of the video, it's actually not a warm-up, it's a whole workout. You can use some of the exercises to develop better technique, to develop strength, and most of all, injury prevention is really important for beginners, because beginners want to start with their inwards and handsprings right away. But in most of the cases, it's just you're not ready, your body is not ready for that. So you have to start also on the mat and do lots of exercises also on the pole. So I hope you enjoyed this workout, this video, and leave comments, leave your feedback, and see you next time. Bye!